Dear students, in this video we will learn how to balance a chemical equation. First of all, we should know what is meant by a balanced chemical equation. The balancing a chemical equation means to equalize the number of atoms of the elements in the reactant side with the number of atoms of the elements in the product side. In other words, we can say that to balance a chemical equation means to equalize the number of atoms on the left hand side and number of atoms on the right hand side. Let us look at example of balanced chemical equation. In this equation, we can see that when silver nitrate is reacted with sodium chloride, silver chloride and sodium nitrate is formed. Now let's look either the equation is balanced or not. In this case, the 5 elements are involved. They are appearing on the reactant side as well as the product side. These elements are silver, nitrogen, oxygen, sodium and chlorine. The number of atoms of silver on reactant side are 1. On the product side, the number of silver atoms is 1. The number of nitrogen atoms on reactant side is 1. On product side, it is also 1. Oxygen atoms on reactant side, they are 3. On product side, their number is 3. Similarly, number of sodium atoms on reactant side and product side is 1. And similarly, number of atoms of chlorine on reactant side and product side are also similar. So, in this table, you will see that the number of atoms of silver, nitrogen, oxygen, sodium and chlorine in the left hand side are equal to the number of atoms on the right hand side. So that's why we can say that this chemical equation is balanced. In the next session of this video, we will see the rules which are used to balance a chemical equation. Steps involved in balancing a chemical reaction. Point number 1. Write the chemical equation from the given word equation. The next step is compare the number of atoms of various elements present on the two sides of the equation. Means we have to compare the number of atoms on the reactant side and the number of atoms on the product side. Point number 3. It is convenient to start a balancing equation from the compound which contains the maximum number of atoms. And the last point is, sometimes it is convenient to first consider that element which has an equal number of atoms on the two sides. Whenever we have to balance a chemical equation or chemical reaction, we have to follow these rules. In the next slide, we will try to balance a chemical equation. Balancing a chemical equation. To understand how to balance the chemical equation, we will take an example. When hydrogen gas is reacted with oxygen, it forms water. Now let us see how to balance this equation. Step number 1. Rewrite the given equation as it is. As the equation is given in the problem, H2 plus O2, H2O, we have to write the same equation in step 1. In step 2, we have to compare the atoms on left hand side, that means reactant side, and right hand side, that means product side of the reaction. In this table, you will see that the elements which are involved in this reaction are hydrogen and oxygen. the number of hydrogen atoms appearing on the left hand side are 2. The number of hydrogen atoms appearing on right hand side, that means in product side, they are 2. The number of oxygen atoms appearing on left hand side are 2, and the number of oxygen atoms appearing on product side is 1. Now in this table you will find that the number of atoms appearing on the left hand side and on the right hand side are not equal. That means we can say that the given equation is unbalanced and we have to balance this equation. From this table you will find that the number of oxygen atoms are unequal. That's why to equalize the atoms of hydrogen on right hand side, we will multiply left hand side of the equation by 2. That means we will multiply water by 2. In this case, the number of oxygen atom on the right hand side is 1, while on the left hand side it is 2. That's why we will multiply oxygen atoms on right hand side by 2. As we are multiplying product side by 2, now the hydrogen atoms on the product side becomes 4, that means 2 into 2 4, while on the left hand side the number of hydrogen atoms are 2. So to equalize the number of atoms of hydrogen on the left hand side, that means on reactant side, again we have to multiply the hydrogen molecule by 2. Therefore it becomes twice H2. As we are multiplying hydrogen on left hand side by 2, now it becomes 2 into 2. Again the number of atoms on right hand side becomes 2 into 2. Similarly, the number of oxygen atoms are 2 on left hand side, and on right hand side it becomes 1 into 2. Now after balancing a chemical equation, it becomes twice H2 plus O2, it gives twice H2O. In this case you will find that on the reactant side the number of atoms of hydrogen are 4, the number of oxygen atoms are 2. Similarly, on product side the number of hydrogen atoms are 4 and oxygen atoms are also 2. Means in this case the number of atoms on the reactant side as well as on the product side are equal. That's why the reaction is balanced. For our better understanding, we will take another example. When sulfur dioxide gas is treated with hydrogen sulfide gas, gives sulfur and hydrogen. The first thing is we have to compare the atoms on left hand side and right side of the equation. In this reaction, 3 elements are involved. They are sulfur, hydrogen and oxygen. The number of sulfur atoms, oxygen atoms and hydrogen atoms on left hand side, they are 2 each, while on the product side the number of sulfur atoms is 1, the number of oxygen atom is 1 and the number of hydrogen atom on product side is 2. In this equation, to equalize the number of atoms on left hand side and right hand side, we will multiply sulfur and oxygen atoms on right hand side by 2. From this table, we can easily find out that the equation is not balanced because the number of sulfur and oxygen atoms on the reactant side and on the product side are not equal. That's why our given chemical reaction is unbalanced and we have to balance this equation. In order to equalize the sulfur and oxygen atoms, we will multiply these atoms of sulfur and oxygen by 2, like 1 into 2, and oxygen atoms are also multiplied by 1 into 2. Due to multiplying factor 2, now our equation becomes SO2 plus H2S gives 2S plus twice H2O. Now, when you will see properly, you will find that on right hand side, that means on reactant side, the number of sulfur atoms are 2, oxygen atoms are 2, and hydrogen atoms are 2. While on the left hand side, sulfur atoms now becomes 2, oxygen atoms becomes 2, and hydrogen atoms becomes 4. Now our equation is unbalanced because there is a difference in the number of hydrogen atoms in reactant side and product side. In order to equalize the number of atoms of hydrogen on left hand side, that means reactant side, we will multiply hydrogen sulfide by 2. Now our equation becomes SO2 plus twice H2S gives twice S plus twice H2O. When we will arrange the table, in this table you will find that now the sulfur atoms on reactant side becomes 3, 1 atom from SO2 and 2 atoms from H2S. Now they become 3. On the product side, now they are 2. Similarly, the oxygen atoms on the left hand side, they are 2. On the product side, they are also 2 due to this multiplying factor 2. Similarly, hydrogen atoms on reactant side, they are 4. At the same time, the number of hydrogen atoms on the product side, due to this multiplying factor 2, now they become 4. But on left hand side, number of sulfur atoms are 3, while on right hand side, that means on product side, the sulfur atoms are 2. The 2 sulfur atoms which are appearing on this product side, we have to make 3. That's why we will multiply these sulfur atoms by 3, and now our equation becomes. More examples we will take on the board very soon.